5 things mentally strong women never do. Mental strength, just like physical strength, is something we build. Yet every habit that makes us stronger can be quickly undone. Insidious behaviors or thought patterns can undermine our mental strength, and in the process our health and happiness too. That's why there are certain things that mentally strong women never do. Here they are. 1. Talk down to themselves. Often we undermine ourselves in the most subtle of ways. For instance, we can grow so used to the berating inner critic that we barely even notice it anymore. Yet it chimes in throughout the day, putting us down, criticizing and critiquing everything we do. The funny thing is, very few of us would allow others to talk to us in the way we all too often talk to ourselves. Watching the way we speak to ourselves is so important for our own mental health. When we feed ourselves disparaging thoughts, they turn into the negative and false beliefs we have about ourselves. Mentally tough women do their best to speak to themselves as they would a friend or loved one. 2. Beat themselves up over past mistakes. There's a world of difference between reflecting on the lessons of our mistakes and constantly reliving the pain. Ruminating on what's gone wrong only weakens us. Reflecting, on the other hand, allows us to glean pearls of wisdom from any failures. That way we can make changes that lead us toward a greater chance of success next time. The irony is, though, that focusing too much on our errors can make us get lost. Instead of learning, we get stuck in recrimination. A mentally strong woman knows that falling into the trap of beating yourself up can be a fatal error. Instead, she learns lessons, forgives herself, and moves on. 3. Fall into the trap of overthinking. Hands up, I'm a total overthinker. Thinking is a real strength, but overthinking can quickly turn into a mental weakness. Rather than being a useful evaluation, as we've just seen in the point above, overthinking can turn into harmful rumination. Mentally tough women discover the sweet spot. They value problem solving, which takes thought. But they stop before it turns into second guessing. Once a decision has been made, they turn their attention to the doing, rather than waste energy on questioning themselves. 4. Let fear get the better of them. Fear is a perfectly natural part of life. We all experience it. A certain amount is innate and designed to keep us safe. A total lack of fear can be a risky thing. Imagine the scrapes we would get ourselves into. But whilst some fear is good to keep us in check, other fear simply holds us back. It stops us from going for that promotion, taking a risk on love, or saying yes to a new opportunity. A mentally strong woman has not conquered her fear, but she has made peace with it. In doing so, she's accepted that it might always come along for the ride, and it cannot be quickly banished. Yet she knows that she can challenge it. Her power lies in questioning her fear and looking at it objectively. That way she can make sure her fear stays in the passenger seat, rather than becoming the driving force in her life. 5. Compare themselves and their lives to others. Shall we be honest? I think every woman, in fact probably every person, on this planet has indulged in a little bit of comparison at some point or another. But mentally strong women know it's best to nip that in the bud ASAP. When we compare our own unique journey with someone else's, it's never a fair and equal comparison. The reality is that it so often leads to feelings of lack. Because rather than acknowledge all that we have, we're too focused on what we think others have. See you next video.